In the heart of a forgotten forest, where the shadows whisper of forgotten sins, a lone figure stirs from the depths of slumber. Her name is whispered on the lips of the wind, a melody of sorrow and defiance that cuts through the silence like a blade forged in the fires of vengeance. She is the bride, a woman scorned by the hands of fate, her soul a canvas painted with the echoes of a past she can never forget. As she rises from the ashes of her former self, a fire ignites within her, fueled by the embers of a love long lost and the promise of retribution yet to come. With every step she takes, the earth trembles beneath her feet, a testament to the strength of her resolve and the depth of her fury. For she is not just a woman seeking justice, but a force of nature unleashed upon a world that dared to forsake her. With her blade held high and her heart aflame with purpose, the bride sets forth on a journey fraught with peril and rife with betrayal. Along the way, she will confront demons both real and imagined, facing the ghosts of her past with a courage born of desperation and a will forged in the crucible of suffering. And though the path she walks may be fraught with danger, she will not falter, for she knows that only through bloodshed can true redemption be found. So let the world tremble in fear, for the bride has awoken, and woe betide any who stand in her way. For when the echoes of vengeance ring out across the land, none shall be spared the wrath of a woman scorned. In the hushed whispers of the night, memories linger like ghosts in the shadows, haunting the bride's every step. As she travels through the labyrinth of her past, fragments of betrayal claw at her soul, threatening to consume her in their bitter embrace. With each passing mile, the landscape shifts, morphing into a tapestry woven with threads of deceit and treachery. Faces from her past flicker in the darkness, their eyes blazing with the fire of betrayal, their words echoing like the toll of a funeral bell. Among them stands Bill, a specter of her former life, his gaze a piercing reminder of the love they once shared and the lies that tore them apart. His betrayal cuts deeper than any blade, leaving wounds that refuse to heal, festering in the depths of her broken heart. But amidst the pain and anguish, a spark of defiance ignites within her, a flicker of hope in the face of despair. For she knows that while the past may haunt her, it does not define her, and that true strength lies not in the absence of pain, but in the courage to face it head-on. And so, with each memory that threatens to consume her, the bride stands tall, her spirit unbroken, her resolve unwavering. For she knows that only by confronting the demons of her past can she hope to find the redemption she so desperately seeks. As the night stretches on, she presses forward, her footsteps echoing in the darkness like a drumbeat of defiance. And though the road ahead may be long and fraught with peril, she knows that she does not walk alone, for the echoes of her vengeance resonate with the beating of her heart, guiding her ever onward towards the light. For in the end, it is not the memories of betrayal that define her, but the strength to rise above them, forging a path of redemption in their wake. And as the dawn breaks on the horizon, the bride marches ever forward, a beacon of hope in a world consumed by darkness. With the weight of her memories heavy upon her shoulders, the bride marches onward, her resolve unyielding despite the shadows that threaten to engulf her. Along the path of retribution, she encounters allies and adversaries alike, each testing her determination in their own way. Among those who offer their aid is Oren Ishii, a formidable warrior whose blade is as sharp as her wit. Despite their shared past stained with bloodshed, Oren recognizes the fire burning within the bride and pledges her sword to the cause of vengeance. Together, they journey through lands plagued by injustice, their quest for retribution taking them to the darkest corners of the earth. Along the way, they encounter those who would seek to thwart their plans, but with each obstacle they overcome, their bond grows stronger, forged in the crucible of conflict, yet even as they press forward, the bride cannot escape the whispers of doubt that linger in the recesses of her mind. Is her quest for vengeance truly just, or is she merely perpetuating a cycle of violence that will only lead to further suffering? But amidst the uncertainty, a flicker of hope remains, a beacon of light in the darkness that surrounds her. For she knows that while the path of retribution may be fraught with peril, it is also a path of redemption, a chance to right the wrongs of the past and pave the way for a brighter future. And so, with each step she takes, the bride draws closer to her ultimate goal, her determination unshaken by the trials that lie ahead. For she knows that true justice is not found in the spilling of blood, but in the courage to stand against tyranny and forge a new path forward. As the sun sets on another day of their journey, the bride and her companions steel themselves for the challenges that await them, their hearts united in a common purpose. For though the road ahead may be long and fraught with danger, they march ever onward, guided by the echoes of their vengeance and the promise of a better tomorrow. In the dead of night, shadows dance upon the walls of the bride's mind, weaving a tapestry of pain and regret. As she rests beneath the watchful gaze of the stars, visions of her past haunt her dreams, twisting and turning like a river of smoke. She sees herself standing before Bill, her heart torn asunder by the revelation of his betrayal. His words echo in her ears, a cruel reminder of the love they once shared and the lies that tore them apart. And though she tries to banish them from her mind, they linger like a festering wound, refusing to heal. But amidst the darkness, a glimmer of light pierces the veil of her despair. It is the memory of her unborn child, a beacon of hope in a world consumed by darkness. Though their time together was fleeting, the bond they shared transcended the confines of mortality, etched forever in the depths of her soul. With each passing moment, the bride's resolve strengthens, fueled by the memory of her child and the promise of justice yet to come. For she knows that while the past may hold sway over her, it does not define her, and that true strength lies in the courage to confront it head-on. And so, as the first light of dawn breaks upon the horizon, the bride rises from her slumber, her spirit unbroken, her determination unwavering. For she knows that the shadows of her past may never truly fade, but that they cannot extinguish the fire burning within her heart. With each step she takes, the bride draws closer to her ultimate goal, her footsteps echoing in the darkness like a drumbeat of defiance. And though the road ahead may be long and fraught with peril, she knows that she does not walk alone, for the echoes of her vengeance resonate with the beating of her heart, guiding her ever onward towards the light. As the bride continues her journey of vengeance, she finds herself at a crossroads, faced with a choice that will shape the course of her destiny. In the depths of her despair, a voice whispers to her from the shadows, offering power beyond measure in exchange for her soul. Tempted by the promise of strength, the bride hesitates, her heart torn between the light of justice and the allure of darkness. But deep within her, a spark of defiance ignites, reminding her of the true cost of such power. With a steely resolve, she rejects the temptations of the darkness, choosing instead to walk the path of righteousness, no matter how difficult it may be. For she knows that true strength lies not in the shadows, but in the light of truth and justice. And so, with renewed determination, the bride presses forward, her footsteps echoing in the silence like a clarion call to all who would stand in her way. Though the road ahead may be fraught with danger, she knows that she does not walk alone, for the echoes of her vengeance guide her ever onward towards her ultimate goal. With each passing day, the bride faces new challenges that test the limits of her resolve. From treacherous terrain to cunning adversaries, every obstacle serves as a crucible, forging her into a warrior of unparalleled strength and determination. Yet it is not only the physical trials that weigh heavy upon her soul, but the emotional burdens she carries as well. The memories of her past continue to haunt her, their echoes reverberating through her mind like a never-ending symphony of sorrow. But amidst the turmoil, a glimmer of hope remains, a beacon of light in the darkness that threatens to consume her. It is the memory of her unborn child, a reminder of the love she once knew and the innocence that was stolen from her. With each step she takes, the bride draws closer to her ultimate goal, her heart aflame with the fires of vengeance. Though the path may be long and fraught with peril, she knows that she does not walk alone, for the echoes of her vengeance resonate with the beating of her heart, guiding her ever onward towards the light. As the bride's journey of vengeance continues, she finds herself delving deeper into the shadows of her past, uncovering truths long buried beneath layers of deceit and betrayal. With each revelation, the tapestry of her life unravels, exposing the tangled web of lies that have shaped her destiny. Yet amidst the chaos, a sense of clarity begins to emerge, like a ray of sunlight piercing through the darkness. The pieces of the puzzle start to fall into place, revealing the true extent of the injustice that has been wrought upon her. Armed with this newfound knowledge, the bride sets her sights on those responsible for her suffering, her heart burning with righteous fury. For she knows that only by confronting the demons of her past can she hope to find the redemption she so desperately seeks. With each enemy she faces, she draws upon the strength of her resolve, her blade cutting through the lies and deceit with a precision honed by years of pain and suffering. And though the road ahead may be fraught with danger, she knows that she does not walk alone, for the echoes of her vengeance guide her ever onward towards her ultimate goal. As she stands on the precipice of truth, the bride vows to continue her quest for justice, no matter the cost. For she knows that the journey may be long and arduous, but in the end, it is the pursuit of truth that will set her free. With each step forward, the bride senses a gathering storm on the horizon, a tempest of violence and chaos that threatens to consume everything in its path. As she travels deeper into the heart of darkness, she can feel the tension in the air, a palpable sense of foreboding that sends shivers down her spine. But amidst the storm clouds, there is a flicker of hope, a beacon of light that guides her through the darkness. It is the memory of her unborn child, a reminder of the innocence that was taken from her and the promise of a future worth fighting for. With renewed determination, the bride presses onward, her heart set ablaze with the fires of vengeance. Though the road may be treacherous and fraught with peril, she knows that she does not walk alone. For with each passing moment, the echoes of her vengeance grow louder, urging her ever onward towards her ultimate goal. As she draws closer to her enemies, the bride can feel the tension in the air reaching its breaking point. The time for talk is over, now is the time for action. With her blade held high and her spirit unbroken, she prepares to face whatever trials may come her way, knowing that victory is within her grasp, for she is the bride, a warrior forged in the fires of adversity, her resolve unyielding, her courage unwavering. And as the storm clouds gather overhead, she stands ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead, knowing that with each battle won, she draws closer to the justice she so desperately seeks. As the bride's journey of vengeance reaches its climax, she finds herself forging unlikely alliances amidst the chaos of battle. In the heat of combat, bonds are formed and loyalties tested, as she discovers that even in the darkest of times, there are those who stand by her side. Among her newfound allies is Hattori Hanzo, a legendary swordsmith whose blades are as deadly as they are beautiful. With his help, she arms herself for the coming conflict, each weapon forged with a purpose, each blade imbued with the spirit of justice. But it is not only Hanzo who lends her aid in the fight against her enemies. Along the way, the bride encounters others who share her thirst for vengeance, their paths converging in a moment of destiny that will shape the course of their lives forever. United in their cause, the bride and her companions march forward, their spirits unbroken, their resolve unwavering. For they know that together, they are stronger than any army, their bond forged in the fires of adversity and tempered by the trials they have faced. As they stand on the brink of battle, the bride looks to her comrades in arms, a sense of gratitude swelling within her heart. For though they may have come from different walks of life, they are bound together by a common purpose, a shared desire to see justice served, and so, with their blades at the ready and their hearts aflame with determination, the bride and her allies prepare to face their enemies head-on, knowing that victory is within their grasp. For they are not just warriors fighting for their own redemption, but guardians of justice, standing against the darkness with unwavering resolve. The tension in the air is thick as the bride and her allies stand poised on the precipice of battle, their hearts pounding in anticipation of the coming conflict. Across the battlefield, their enemies gather, their ranks swelling with malice and cruelty. With a defiant cry, the bride charges forward, her blade gleaming in the sunlight as she meets her foes head-on. Steel clashes against steel in a symphony of violence, each strike fueled by the fires of vengeance burning within her soul. Beside her, her companions fight with a ferocity born of desperation, their movements fluid and precise as they cut through their enemies with ruthless efficiency. Blood stains the ground beneath their feet, a grim testament to the price of justice, but amidst the chaos of battle, a figure emerges from the shadows, a specter from the bride's past come to haunt her once more. It is Bill, the man who betrayed her, his eyes cold and calculating as he meets her gaze across the battlefield. With a surge of adrenaline, the bride charges forward, her blades singing through the air as she closes the distance between them. Their swords meet with a deafening clash, each blow echoing like thunder in the silence of the battlefield. But as the battle rages on, the bride begins to realize that victory may come at a cost greater than she ever imagined. For in her quest for vengeance, she has become that which she sought to destroy, a force of darkness consumed by her own rage. As the dust settles and the echoes of battle fade into silence, the bride stands victorious, her enemies vanquished at her feet. But as she gazes upon the carnage that surrounds her, she knows that the true battle has only just begun. In the aftermath of the battle, the bride is haunted by the echoes of regret that linger in the air like a heavy fog. Though victory is hers, it comes at a cost she cannot ignore. As she surveys the devastation around her, her heart weighs heavy with the knowledge of the lives lost in the pursuit of vengeance. Each fallen foe is a reminder of the humanity she sought to reclaim, a stark contrast to the bloodlust that consumed her in the heat of battle. But amidst the wreckage, there is a glimmer of hope, a chance for redemption amidst the ruins. With each fallen enemy, the bride takes a step closer to reclaiming her humanity, to breaking free from the cycle of violence that has ensnared her for so long. With a heavy heart, she kneels beside the fallen, offering a silent prayer for their souls to find peace in the afterlife. For though they may have been her enemies in life, in death they are no different from her, their blood staining the earth as a testament to the futility of vengeance. As the sun sets on another day, the bride stands amidst the ruins of her enemy's stronghold, her spirit weary but unbroken. For though the echoes of regret may haunt her dreams, they also serve as a reminder of the path she has chosen, and the hope that lies beyond the shadows of her past. In the quiet stillness of the night, a revelation stirs within the bride's soul, illuminating the darkness with a clarity she has long sought. As she reflects on the events that have brought her to this moment, she begins to see the truth that has eluded her for so long. With each passing moment, the pieces of the puzzle fall into place, forming a picture of her past that is both beautiful and tragic. She sees now that her quest for vengeance was not just about righting the wrongs done to her, but about reclaiming her own sense of self-worth and identity. As she delves deeper into her memories, she begins to understand the true nature of her enemies, their motivations and fears laid bare before her. No longer are they faceless villains to be vanquished, but flawed individuals shaped by their own experiences and choices. With this newfound understanding comes a sense of peace, a release from the burden of hatred that has weighed heavy upon her heart for so long. For she realizes now that true justice does not come from revenge, but from forgiveness and compassion. Armed with this revelation, the bride sets forth on a new path, one guided by the principles of empathy and understanding. Though the road ahead may be long and fraught with peril, she knows that she does not walk alone, for the echoes of her vengeance have been replaced by the whispers of hope. And as she looks to the horizon, she sees a future filled with promise and possibility, a world where forgiveness reigns supreme and love conquers all. For in the end, it is not the battles won or the enemies vanquished that define her, but the choices she makes in the face of adversity. As the bride continues on her journey of self-discovery, she comes face to face with the harsh reality of redemption. It comes at a cost. With each step forward, she must confront the consequences of her past actions and the sacrifices required to pave a new path. The weight of her decisions hangs heavy upon her shoulders, a constant reminder of the lives lost and the pain inflicted in the pursuit of vengeance. And yet, she knows that she cannot undo the past, she can only strive to do better in the future. With each passing day, the bride is tested in ways she never thought possible. She is forced to confront her own shortcomings and flaws, to acknowledge the darkness that lurks within her own heart. But through it all, she remains steadfast in her determination to right the wrongs of her past and forge a new destiny for herself. As she travels onward, she encounters others who have been similarly burdened by the weight of their actions. Together, they form a bond forged in the fires of redemption, united in their shared desire to atone for their past sins. But as they journey together, the bride comes to realize that redemption is not a destination, but a journey. It is a constant struggle to overcome the darkness within oneself and to strive for a better tomorrow, no matter how difficult the path may be. And so, with each passing day, the bride continues to walk the road of redemption, her heart filled with hope and determination. For though the price may be high, she knows that the reward is worth it, the chance to make amends for the mistakes of the past and to build a brighter future for herself and those she loves. As the bride nears the end of her journey, she can feel the weight of destiny bearing down upon her like a mountain pressing against her chest. Every step forward feels like a battle against the forces that seek to keep her tethered to her past, but she refuses to yield. With each passing mile, she grows stronger, her resolve unshakable in the face of adversity. She knows that her destiny lies not in the shadows of her past, but in the light of the future she seeks to create. But as she approaches her final confrontation, doubts begin to creep into her mind, whispering lies of doubt and uncertainty. Can she truly overcome the demons that haunt her, or is she destined to repeat the mistakes of her past? With a fierce determination, the bride banishes the doubts from her mind, focusing instead on the task at hand. She knows that the road ahead will be fraught with peril, but she also knows that she is not alone. With her allies by her side and the echoes of her vengeance guiding her way, the bride prepares to face her destiny head-on. She knows that the path may be difficult, but she also knows that she is strong enough to endure whatever trials may come her way, and so, with her heart aflame with determination and her spirit unbroken, the bride marches forward, ready to confront her destiny and claim the future she so rightfully deserves. The final chapter of the bride's journey unfolds with a crescendo of emotions, as she stands on the brink of her ultimate destiny. The echoes of her past reverberate in the air around her, a reminder of the trials she has endured and the battles she has fought, but amidst the chaos, there is a sense of calm that washes over her, like a gentle breeze on a summer's day. For she knows that she has come too far to turn back now, that the time has come to face her demons once and for all. With a steely resolve, the bride squares her shoulders and steps forward, her heart filled with courage and determination. She knows that the road ahead will not be easy, but she also knows that she is not alone. As she approaches her final adversary, a sense of clarity washes over her, banishing the doubts and fears that once plagued her mind. For she knows now that true redemption lies not in the spilling of blood, but in the forgiveness of oneself and others. With a single stroke of her blade, the bride confronts her destiny head-on, facing her adversary with a strength born of adversity and a resolve forged in the fires of redemption. And as the final blow is struck, she feels a weight lift from her shoulders, a burden lifted from her soul. In that moment, the bride embraces her destiny with open arms, knowing that she has finally found the peace and redemption she has been searching for. And as she looks to the future, she knows that no matter what challenges may come her way, she will face them with courage and grace, secure in the knowledge that she has overcome the shadows of her past and emerged victorious.